Welcome back. Now, we've all had those moments when you worry if you've left the heating on at home, or the immersion is bubbling away while you're gone to work, or worse still, away on holidays.
Well, such episodes could be at an end because of a new device that helps you control your home heating from anywhere in the world via your mobile or laptop.
How many of us have our electricity on timers, especially our heating system? Well, what if you could use your mobile phone to switch your heating on? Well, now you can with a new system called Climote.
So Climote, very simply, is a remote control heater controller for your home heating. Simply, most people have one of these in their homes. Okay. So basically they will use something like this or a mechanical clock to use their heating. What Climote does is basically goes on the wall, it replaces that, and then people can access it remotely from their iPhone, text message, or even from a laptop.
You made a lovely comparison between somebody putting the timer on in their house, leaving, and just leaving the heating on so that they come home to a very toasty house. You drew a comparison between that and lights. Lights,
yeah. I think it's the way I grew up. When I grew up, my dad used to always say to me, turn off the lights, turn off the lights. And I think we inherently think of using energy as being turning off the lights. But actually, if you were to actually leave your house and the person made you turn on the lights in your house, it'd feel very strange for you to do it, to actually walk out of your house with all the lights on. But actually, if you turned your heating on in your house and walked out of the house, it's equivalent to turn all the lights in your own house and then going to 4 of your neighbours and turning all the lights on in their house. Okay. Because we use about 5 times more energy heating the house than we do lighting it. And that would feel really strange, I think, to people who actually would leave the house. Yeah, people will do it, say, I'll come home to a warm house and I'll just leave the heat on. But you'd never leave the house with all your lights on. So what this allows people to do is not have the heating on all the time. Also decide to go home, they basically on the bus, in the car, wherever they are, they'll basically take out their iPhone or their mobile phone and just open the app and basically turn on the heating. So they arrive home to a warm house.
Do you have to be an Electric Ireland user to have this in your house?
No, you don't. Electric Ireland launched this and they basically launched it for the entire market. But the RRP for the product is $399 and they can actually buy it online on our online store at Electric Ireland for $299.
Does it work on storage heaters?
Now that's a really good question. A lot of people who are actually rediscovered are buying this are actually buying it for their holiday homes, because what they have a problem is that when they're not in their holiday home, they can actually basically turn the heating on remotely. So it stops them having to drain down it. And actually we can use it to control storage heaters. So a lot of people who've got storage heating can also use it. There's a little bit of an extra cost because there's some wiring involved. One of the really clever things about Climote is you don't need anything else in the house. So you don't need broadband. So if it's a holiday home, you don't need broadband. And you don't need Wi-Fi, because what's actually in here is a SIM card and it's communicated over the mobile network. Okay. So the speed of implementation of it is very, very fast.
How much can people save?
When we did our trial last year, we looked at the various people. Some people saved 40%. Some people actually saved up to 60% because they just took off all the programming and then had the programming on, they forgot to change it. What we looked at, the majority of our base, over 50% of people saved 20%.
Lorna Redden has the system in her house, but how did she come across it in the first place?
Well, my boyfriend was in the gym one day and there was a member of Electric Ireland doing a demonstration in the gym. Okay. And he came home raving about it and said we have to get it installed in the house.
Okay, so when did you get it in?
About 5 months ago now. Okay. So right in time for the cold snaps.
You use your mobile?
I use my mobile, yeah.
Show us how it works.
Yeah, so right here, if you go into the app, you log in then just with the SIM card number that's installed in the device. So you have your pump and your boiler settings. So this is for your heating and this is for your water here. So you can either set it to say, right, I'm going to come home at 10 o'clock and set it on your timer here to come on at 10 o'clock, or simply, which I use most, is the boost function. So as you're actually leaving town, say, or leaving work, you simply go into your heating and you can boost for whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long you want it on for at that stage.
Okay, and as you hit the button, it goes on.
It registers and you can see that the signal's been received. So if I do boost for 1 hour here, it's connecting and then you'll see the request sent to the, so it's verifying my changes at the moment and the command has been sent. So that's registered there, and then it'll update on the profile here and you'll see the heat coming on for the next hour. So I've got a separate setting here for my heating and for my boiler. Nice. So I can turn on the water without turning on the heating. Which is quite useful. Say even lying in bed on a Saturday morning, decide, right, I'll put the water on for an hour so there's hot water when you get up, so you can simply even just do it from anywhere, even within the house itself.
Okay.
And then you can simply do, say, your boost function, or you can set it by the clock on this.
Fantastic. Have you saved money?
Definitely. It's hard to tell at the moment with the cold snap that we've had this spring.
Yeah, because the winter's gone on for a while, yes.
But definitely, I mean, even for the house we're living in, when you speak to friends and family in similar sizes, it's, you know, our bills have definitely been a lot lower.